Hi, good evening, friends. So welcome to Wednesday Yoga. We're gonna get started in just a minute. I'm Dina. I'm gonna be leading today's practice. So we're gonna do a nice, short and sweet 30-minute or less flow. We'll do a quick Shavasana to just get ourselves nice and set. We'll stretch a little bit, and then we'll do just a few sun salutations and then kind of a nice flow combination. So we'll keep it relatively simple and straightforward and just use this time just to kind of let go, come into our bodies. So let's do this. So as I said, we're gonna start off just in like a brief little Shavasana. I don't know about you, I've had lots of tension in my back, so we're just gonna try to just release it. And I want you to actually do some cactus arms, so you can spread your legs nice and wide. Feel free to close your eyes. We'll just be here a minute, but use this opportunity to just relax into the space. Start to deepen your breathing. And remembering that thoughts will come and go, but just to notice them, acknowledge them, and try to put them aside during your practice today. And at your own pace, I'm going to do about 10 rounds of breath just here in this short little Shavasana. And if you want to, the cactus arms are a good opportunity just to open up your chest and your front body. See if you can melt into the mat. Take a really long, slow inhale. Breathing in just some nice energy, love, light, and breathing out, letting go, releasing the day's worries. Do this a few more times. I won't cue your breath, but you can take it at your own pace. The important thing is just to bring a bit of relaxation in before we kind of take it to our bodies. It's just being very present. If you want to take your hands to your bellies, feeling the inhalation and exhalation. And from here, we're just going to actually, if you close your eyes, just break them open. We're going to roll ourselves onto our bellies, just to start to stretch out. So you can take your head and rest it in your hands. Breathing through your back body here. And we'll take our forearms to the mat, and we'll just come up into a Sphinx pose. We're just going to look over from side to side, warming up our necks as we also stretch out our backs. And then see if you can look a little bit further behind you towards your feet, coming back to center, turning around so you can get a little bit of a twist in here. And then lower yourself down to your belly. Keep a nice steady breath. And then let's come up to a low cobra. So you can use these hands. Make sure that your big toes are together on the mat. Holding it here. Breathing in, out, nice neutral head and neck. And then lower down your belly. You can keep your hands underneath your shoulders. We'll come up a little bit higher into that cobra. So you can extend those arms a little bit more. Squeezing our shoulder blades towards each other. Just opening up through the front of your body. And then we'll lower down. You can take your arms alongside of you. And this time we'll reverse it. We'll inhale and then we'll lift up our feet. While we keep our chin or forehead to the floor. And then we'll lower our feet. Take a big inhale and then lift them once again. See if you can get a little bit higher. And let's lift up our chest here. So everything comes off of the mat. And and just be here. Hold that pose. And let's lower. You can bring your head from side to side. One more time, looking left, looking right. Let's bring our hands underneath our shoulders, and then we'll inhale and we'll scoop ourselves up to an up dog. So try to get your thighs off of the mat, engage your core, pressing through all of your hands, both hands and all your fingers. And then from here, you're gonna tuck your toes under, and we're gonna lift back into our first down dog. And start to just pedal your feet a little bit. Hi folks, thanks for joining. So we're just coming back into a nice stretch here. And I want you to just pedal your feet out a little bit in this first down dog. Your head's looking either in between your knees or your toes. And then we'll lower our knees so we come to all fours. And I just want you to shift your weight forward and back a little bit. Let's point our right foot behind us. And it's more about getting length here versus height. And then I want you to tuck your left toe under, and we'll lift up into a three-legged dog with our right leg overhead. So really stretching out those hips. You can make little circles with that right leg. Hopefully not hitting the wall like I am. Starting to open up. And then pause here. See if you can bring your foot closer to your bum and then open up those hips. Bring yourself back towards the center. Extend that right leg. Lower it down. And let's bring ourselves back to all fours. We'll just shift forward and back, moving your weight a little bit again. Keep your steady breath going. And then we'll stop here for a moment. Let's point that left foot behind us. Lift it up and back. Again, it's all about getting a little bit of length here. Not so much about keeping it as high as you can. And then let's tuck this right foot under and lift up into a three-legged dog. So pushing back with your hips. And then as you did on the other side, you're just going to start to open that hip. So you can circle that knee. Stretching out, get it nice and loose. And then pause here. And see if you can get that foot closer to your bum. Really open up. And then let's straighten out that left leg. You can drop it to the mat, and we'll come back into our regular down dog. So you can pedal out again if you need to. And then bend those knees severely. And see if you can get your belly to your thighs, really pressing back. Straighten those legs. Let's take one big round of breath here. So inhale, taking a sip of air through your nose, letting it go. And then we'll walk up to the front of our mat, teeny tiny steps. So you're coming to hang in a forward fold here. Breathing in and out. You can have a little bit of a bend in your knees here. Doing great. Good, so we're coming to hang here, this ragdoll position. So be very kind to yourself as we're getting started. And then you're going to put your hands on your thighs or some part of your leg. Inhale, come halfway up. So nice flat back. And then fold forward again. Let's inhale, lift up halfway up. Nice flat back. Really stretching long through your spine and fold over again. And then as slowly as you can, you're going to roll up to standing. Head and neck come up last. Vertebrae by vertebrae by vertebrae. Okay, back in business. Okay, so we're standing here up in our mountain pose, nice Tadasana. Good, take a breath, and I want you to bring your hands to prayer position. And just focus in on your intention, why you came to practice today. Just bring that mantra or that intention to the front of your mind and close your eyes just to deepen that concentration and focus. And blink them open. Inhale, we're going to circle our arms up and around, come up overhead, lifting up as tall as we can. Exhale, let's dive forward. Inhale, come halfway up. Plant your hands on the mat. We're going to step back to a plank, nice and strong. Go a little bit slower in this first one. Really hug in those core muscles, pressing back through those heels. And then this first one, we'll do knees, chest, chin down to the floor at the same time. And then you're going to slide yourself forward, rolling to that cobra. We've done that. We've been here before, so you can maybe go a little bit higher. Tuck the toes under, shift back to your down dog. Take one big round of breath here, moving. Inhale, exhale, let it out. And then let's take some teeny tiny steps up to the front of our mat. Come here to hanging forward fold. Inhale, let's rise up. And give myself a lot of room today. Exhale, let's immediately dive forward. Let's go a little bit faster. So inhale, halfway up. Plant your hands, step back to your plank, and this time let's move through a beautiful vinyasa. So chaturanga, inhale, up dog, exhale, down dog, big breath in, and then release anything that's not serving you. Try to relax your face, and we'll either take a big step or hop to the front of our mat, forward fold, breathing in, just giving yourself a moment. And inhale, let's rise up to stand. Reaching up nice and tall. I want you to grab a hold of your left wrist and then pull it up and over to the right. Breathing, getting as long as you can through your side body. Coming back to center, grabbing a hold of the right wrist and pulling it up and over. Nice. And then we're going to do 2 more rounds of sun salutation A, but we're going to just move nice and speedily. One breath, one move. So take your arms up, look up nice and high towards the sky. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back to plank and move through your chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. No thinking, just moving and flowing. Breathe in, let it out. Try to get a little bit deeper into that down dog. And then we're going to step or hop to the front. Come to your forward fold. Inhale, rise up, and let's do that again. Exhale, diving forward. You're moving with intention. You're almost letting sort of your body just flow from one move to another, stepping back to your plank. I don't need to cue everyone, you guys got this. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a big breath in and let it out. One more time, big breath in and let it out. Lovely. And then let's take whatever foot you usually walk forward with, do the other one. So just reverse that sort of like natural tendency. Forward fold. And let's take an inhale, soften the knees, and sweep yourself up to chair pose. Sitting as low as you can here, weights in the heels. You might feel like you're gonna fall and just wipe out on your back, but you won't. Reaching up nice and tall. And we're gonna go through a little sequence here. We'll do it first. We'll go step by step. We'll go nice and slow, and then we'll just kind of take it a little bit quicker, more advanced. So sitting here a little bit further, and then exhale, let's dive forward. Come to forward fold. You know this first part, inhale halfway up, and then we're gonna forward Fold. So let's step back to our plank. Move through your vinyasa. Back to your down dog. This time let's inhale, let's lift our right leg sky high. We'll hug that right knee in towards your chest, pausing for a moment, and then lightly bring it between your hands. Plant that back foot, and we come to rise up in our warrior one. Breathing here. Pressing through, especially the outside part of both feet. So you're nice and sure-footed. And we're gonna open up into a warrior two. And then this first one, just work on your alignment here. So making sure that this knee is facing outward, really extending through that back leg. And our arms are nice and shoulder height, as well as just pulling in two opposite directions, nice and strong here. Inhale, let's reach forward and take it back to our peaceful warrior. Maintain that bend in that right leg. Breathing in, out, letting go. And then we'll come forward into our extended side angle. So maybe this first one, the elbow comes down, reaching up and over, opening up to spin that chest. Planting both of those feet. And we're gonna extend through both of these legs. Bringing ourselves into a Trikonasana triangle. Left hand comes straight up overhead, and then see if you can open your heart a little bit further. This is a nice wide-legged triangle. And we'll do this some more times so you can add in some more advanced binds and things if you'd like. And then from here, we're gonna press our weight into our front foot, and we're gonna hoist ourselves, that wasn't very graceful, into a half moon. So opening up those hips, getting nice and steady here, using the right foot as a strong base. And then we'll use all of our balance to bend this knee and step back into our warrior two. Getting a little bit lower here. And then on an inhale, we're gonna straighten both of our legs, reaching up overhead, and then back into our warrior two. Let's cartwheel our hands down to the mat. So we're in a nice low lunge. We'll plant our left hand, spin the right arm up into a twist. I told you we're gonna go a little bit slower and concentrate on each pose this first time around. Then you can speed up if you're feeling it. So your weight comes in, your attention comes into that left hand. You can even bring your gaze there. And then we're going to come into a side plank, lifting those hips up as high as you can. Pausing here. Whatever expression of side plank you want, if you're feeling confident to lift that foot up. And then we'll spin into a plank, and we'll move through a vinyasa. And that's our whole series right there. Back to down dog. Big breath in and let it go. Let's do that all on the left side, and then we'll take it a bit faster. So inhale, let's lift our left leg up and overhead. Bring that knee towards our chest, hovering for a moment. Plant the left foot between your hands. Plant the back foot. Rise up to warrior one. Beautiful. So really strong through those legs, lifting up, but letting the shoulders drop. Seeing if you can make this look easy, even if it's not. And then let's open up into warrior two, as wide as you're able to today, making sure there's a really nice bend in that left leg, and the knee is coming out. Arms are shoulder height, but the shoulders are not coming up. And then reach forward, and then take it back to a peaceful warrior. Nice breath in, out, settling here. And then we'll come into our extended side angle. The important part here is the spinning and the opening of our chest. And then okay, so we are in We came back to our warrior two, and then let's straighten our arms and legs, reaching nice and tall. Coming back into our warrior two, we'll cartwheel our hands. So you're in a low lunge. Plant the right hand and then spin that chest up, twisting in the low lunge. Breathing here. And then your focus comes onto this right hand as you bring yourself into a side plank. Nice high hips, using those core muscles. And then we'll spin into a regular plank and move through your vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful. Big breath in. Release it out. And we will hop to the front of our mat, so high up on those tippy toes, and jump forward. Good, as lightly as you can. See if you can get a little bit further in this forward fold. And then soften your knees, sweep up into chair. We'll do that whole sequence again, but one breath for every move. So nice steady motion. Staying as calm, as focused as you can. And thinking about kind of our transitions, moving from one thing to another. Okay, let's exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway up. Plant the hands, step back, and move through your vinyasa. Good, right away, let's lift that right leg sky high. Bring it through. Come into your warrior one. Getting a little lower, reaching up nice and tall. Spinning into your warrior two. Breathe in, let's reach forward. Peaceful warrior. And then we'll come into our extended side angle. Maybe you get a bit deeper in this time. You could even bind here. And then let's straighten both of those legs. Coming into Trikonasana. And then easing your way into half moon. Breath in. Let it go. We'll step back to our warrior two. Straighten everything out, reaching up. Lowering into your warrior two. Cartwheel those hands. So you're in a low lunge. And then keep moving into the twist. Step back into your side plank. Hips up. Spin to a plank. And then let's lower to chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Awesome, everybody. Breathe in. Let it out. Let's lift up that left leg. Let's do it all on this side. So bring it through. And rise up to a beautiful warrior one. Open up, warrior two. Reaching forward, we take it back. Keep those feet where they are. Glide your way into extended side angle. And then straighten into your triangle pose. Your weight comes forward into your half moon. Holding it here just for one breath. In, let it out. Step back to your warrior two. Straighten up, and then lower. Cartwheel your hands down. You're in a low lunge. Spin this arm. Good, and then ease your way into a side plank. Lovely. Lower halfway down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Good, take a big breath here. Let it go. We'll lift the right leg up nice and high. Open our hips. And then keep falling, falling, falling into a rock star. This is your little break here where you can kind of open up your heart and feel just kind of the power of this pose. We'll twist back. So you're up in your three-legged dog. Let the right leg drop. Let's do it for the left side. Inhale it up. Open, open. And bring yourself into your rock star. Let that head tilt back. I always feel just, I don't know, just kind of awesome. You're like a rock star in this one. We'll spin back. Three-legged dog. Let it drop. And then we're gonna do one more time through there. So give yourself a second. Big breath in. Release it out. Let's lift up with the right leg. Pull it through. And settle yourself into your warrior one. Open up into warrior two. Reaching forward, reverse that warrior. See if you can take out those excess little like wiggles between. Just let your body just kind of move. Straighten into your triangle. And then into your half moon. Try to find balance here. Breathe in. And step back to warrior two. Straighten everything out, get really tall. Gazes up. Warrior two again. Cartwheel your hands. Spin this arm up. Big breath in. And come into your side plank. Get those hips a little higher, maybe lift that top leg up. And then let's come through your vinyasa. One more side to go. Inhale, left leg comes up. Pull it through. Rise up into warrior one. Open into warrior two, adjust as needed. Reach forward. Reverse your warrior. And coming into your extended side angle. Get as low as you can, spinning your heart. Straighten the legs into triangle. And then you know what's coming. Half moon. Testing our concentration, our balance. Opening up our hip. And then lightly and quietly step back. Straighten everything out, reaching up. Warrior two, cartwheel it down. Spin this arm up. And step back into our side plank. You're rocking it. Top leg comes up maybe. Balance, smile. Spinning back to your plank. Move through your last vinyasa. Up dog. Down dog, beautiful. Let's take a lion's breath here. So breathe in through your nose. Open your mouth, stick out your tongue, let it go. Yes, so satisfying, eh? Let's drop our knees. Sit back into a child's pose. Big breath in here. Just release everything. There's a lot of activity at once. So try to just calm yourself down. See if you can slow down your heart a little bit. And you can have your knees very wide, reaching as far forward as you can. Bring our hands to the top left of our mat. So maybe pile that right hand on top. Sitting back on your heels. And then walk them through the middle over to the right side, piling the left hand on this time. Feeling a little stretch. Reaching your arms back through the middle. Last little stretch here in child's pose. And then you're just gonna bring yourself to your back again. Good, lying back here. This is how we started. So even at this short bit of time, noticing the difference in how you feel, how your body feels. We'll extend the left leg and we'll hug the right knee in towards your chest. And you could circle around that right ankle. And then make a bigger circle with your hip. Good, grab behind that knee. Extend the right leg. Making sure that the left leg is down on the ground. So you could even use that left hand as leverage. Shoulders are planted. And then we'll stretch that right leg, bringing it down to the floor, hugging the left knee in. Let's do the same thing. Let's circle that ankle. And then the circle moves to the hip. Just really opening up. Stopping the circle, stretching the left leg overhead. And you can grab behind the knee, behind the thigh, the calf. And maybe use this right hand just to make sure the right leg is down. Good, hug both of those knees in. Give them a squeeze. Thank your body for all the hard work. And then we'll just take a little happy baby. So feet grab around. Good. Just settle into the mat. Start to just allow everything to relax. No tension. And then we'll move into our final resting pose, Shavasana. So blink those eyes closed. The legs could be really nice and wide. Arms are out to the side, palms up towards the ceiling. Just taking a minute here just to release into the floor. No thoughts are necessary, no processing, just being here and just letting go. So from your feet up to your head, just telling all of your muscles in your joints to relax and just to savor this final resting pose. Let the breath do whatever it wants to do, just as long as you're feeling nice. I'm going to leave you here in this final Shavasana because I realized we rushed it a little bit. So you can stay there as long as you like. And then whenever you feel ready, you can bring yourself up to seated and close out your practice. But I say to you, thank you so much for joining, and namaste. Thank you. I'm Dina, and have a beautiful rest of your night. Enjoy your final resting.